Palace's big plan, Extinguish. Harry and Meghan later put William back on top. Forget out of Africa. Palace officials are out of their mind if they think their plan to send the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to Africa will work. Over the Easter long weekend it was revealed royal mandarins were considering a scheme for the newlywed Sussexes to decamp from their Windsor bolt hole, Frogmore Cottage, for the warmer climes of Africa. The plan, The Times reported, is to shunt the rock star couple and their bud off to some far-flung part of the Commonwealth, either next year or the one after. The reason? Their penchant for genes, aromatherapy, hugging commoners and talking about pesky issues like climate change means they are soaking up the limelight and thus upsetting future King Prince William, who reportedly wants his brother and sister-in-law as far away as possible. All the nasty attention their advocacy and warmth is generating is detracting from the trio, who are meant to be the focal point of the public's adoration: the Queen, Prince Charles and Prince William. Never mind that one of them is an nonagenarian who has most likely never sent an email, and the other two are balding blokes with about as much charisma as a wet piece of Wonder White. No, it's all the Sussexes' fault for being too damn likable. People are telling William, "Don't worry. Your influence will grow and Harry's will fade," a source told The Times. So, the idea is park Harry and Meghan somewhere hot and far away and hope the fickle public's imagination is recaptured by Wills and his balding pate. Whether they end up packing up their yoga studio and decamping to say Botswana or South Africa is still up in the air. Palace officials have glaringly not refuted the reports. However, what is apparent is this plot to make Wills the star of the show again is doomed to fail. For one thing, Africa has the internet, just like the rest of the world. There is something inherently racist about thinking that shunting them off to the dark continent means they will somehow be out of Wi-Fi and Instagrammable range. The palace seems to be under the misapprehension that by removing Harry and Meghan from London and its environs, they will be able to exorcise them from the daily media cycle because coverage of them will be patchy. No matter where they go in the world, there is blessed constant internet connectivity, and the smartphone-toting Harry and Meghan fans will snap, record and post about their movements with glee abandon. Their every word, outfit and hug will be chronicled and shared, just the same as it would be if they were in the UK and spied nipping out to Tesco for some kombucha and loo paper. Secondly, the Africa scenario would only serve to well and truly cement Harry and Meghan as dashing, roving, international ambassadors par excellence. It would place them on the world stage and only make their brand more exciting, fascinating, and compelling. I can already see their Insta follower count going through the roof. Sorry, Selena Gomez. And just imagine the posts they would share on their @Sussex Royal account. There would be shots of Harry out saving endangered leopard cubs and Meghan helping deliver a baby in a remote village somewhere. Away from the glaring eyes of the palace trying to rein them in, they will be able to be as touchy-feely, passionate and Insta-happy as they want to be. Meanwhile, back home, poor old Kate and Wills would be stoically plodding along to open regional scout halls and hospital wings in knee-length coats and rictus grins. By contrast, they would seem stodgy and dated, like two Marks and Spencer wearing relics, while Harry and Meghan are hashtagging their way to globetrotting world domination. We will just have to wait and see whether the couple do trade old Blighty for the farthest reaches of her majoress empire, aka the Commonwealth, but it would only backfire. Now, if they could rocket them to the International Space Station, that might be an idea. Palace responds to Meghan and Harry are moving to Africa. Buckingham Palace has responded to widespread reports Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are planning to relocate overseas. According to the Sunday Times, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex had been in discussions about moving to Africa to take on a bespoke role combining charity work and promoting Britain in a bid to capitalize on their rock star status. However, a royal spokesperson clarified to Hello magazine no decision had yet been made about any potential overseas postings. Any future plans for the Duke and Duchess are speculative at this stage, the spokesperson explained. No decisions have been taken about future roles. The Duke will continue to fulfill his role as Commonwealth Youth Ambassador. The original Times story claimed plans were already being drawn up by former British ambassador to the USA, Sir David Manning, and the Queen's former private secretary, Lord Jeet, and Australia had briefly been considered as an option. There are discussions in palace circles about how do we harness Harry and Meghan, a senior royal source told the publication. How do you harness this phenomenon that has emerged? You make it productive. The Sun reports Harry and Meghan are very keen on the idea, although the move, if it happened, wouldn't be until next year or 2021. The idea is they will spend between 3 and 4 months every year based in an African country where they would work and then use it as a base for travel, a source told the publication. South Africa and Botswana are 2 countries on the short list that are considered the most likely. A briefing paper has been prepared and shared with a very small circle. They're starting to look at how the next couple of years of their lives are going to be spent and looking at some long-term strategic planning. It's all a part of a process. Harry and Meghan recently left London's Kensington Palace in favor of a quieter, more private life at Frogmore Cottage in Windsor as they await the birth of their first child, reportedly due any day now. Following a multi-million-dollar renovation, their new home features 10 bedrooms, a baby nursery, yoga studio and gym.
What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment box below and don't forget to subscribe to get instant news updates.
Why Prince William feels awkward with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle? It's nothing to do with him having become a dad again recently either. Meghan and Harry have finally set a date for their big day, or at least the flunkies whose job it is to organize this sort of thing have. In case you missed the memo, it's May 19th. Cue mass excitement, let's dust off the bunting. This date, however, isn't good news for everyone. Number 1, with the wedding falling on a Saturday, it means us Brits won't get a bank holiday. It also falls on the same day Harry's beloved Arsenal could be playing in the FA Cup final. Of course, we'd like to think the idea of his impending nuptials is more exciting to Harry than the match, but there's actually someone else for whom this date makes things really awkward. Spare a thought for Prince William. Not only will he have recently become a dad again, battling through the sleepless void that all new parents must cope with, but he's also the president of the FA. As the president of the Football Association, William is expected to attend the match and presents the trophy to the winning side. With the wedding, however, he could also be forced to miss the match. What a conundrum, Wills. One solution is to change the date of the final, but apparently not even the royals have the power to do this. The Evening Standard reported, it's understood that the FA Cup final date is set in stone and there is no space for maneuver. Hopefully he can sneak off and catch the highlights on his phone. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding puts Prince William in a very awkward position. Why Prince William won't be Prince Harry's best man at the royal wedding? William asked Harry to be his best man at his 2011 nuptials. They are both brothers and the closest of friends, but Prince William won't be acting as best man for Prince Harry at his wedding to Meghan Markle next May. The reason is simple. There is no such thing as a best man at a royal wedding, according to Marlene Koenig, a British and European royalty expert. The best man or best men are officially called supporters, she told Town and Country. William will probably be Harry's supporter. It's thought that William actually broke tradition for his own 2011 nuptials and did appoint Harry to be his official best man. His father Prince Charles, meanwhile, asked brothers Prince Andrew and Prince Edward to be his supporters when he married Princess Diana in 1981, and similarly Edward asked his 2 older siblings to support him on his own wedding day. It's also highly unlikely that Duchess Kate will be included in Meghan's bridal party. The 2 ladies have only met on a handful of occasions, and Kate will want to avoid taking any attention away from the bride and the groom. She kept a low profile at sister Pippa Middleton's wedding in May for similar reasons. If your sister is a future queen, she is going to upstage the bride and draw attention, royal author Judy Wade said at the time of Pippa's nuptials. Kate would want to be in the background as much as possible. However, there is a chance that Harry's little nephew and niece, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, will take on an official role at the wedding next spring, just as they did at Pippa's, where they acted as page boy and bridesmaid respectively. Following the news of Harry and Meghan's engagement, William, 35, expressed his delight for his younger brother. "We're very excited, delighted for them both," he said. We're wishing them all the happiness at this very exciting time. He then joked, "Personally, I hope it means he stays out of my fridge and will stop scrounging all my food, which he's done for the last few years."